Welcome, or hopefully welcome back to my channel, Rad Roots Yoga. My name is Brittany and I will be your facilitator for practice today. We are going to get started in a straddle position today. So legs out wide towards the edges of your mat. We're sitting up tall on the sits bones. We're just going to rest the palms on the top of the thighs. We're going to close the eyes down, taking a few breaths here on our own just to settle in. Close out the outside world. Try to close out any thoughts, any heavy things that are weighing on your mind. Taking this time for yourself today. On your next inhale, hands are going to rise, palms are going to touch overhead, reaching up and out of the waist. On your exhale, left fingertips are coming up and over, reaching for those right toes. We're stretching out the left side body and the lower back. You want to make sure to keep both sits bones even on the mat. So maybe you shift that left hip down just a little bit. We're going to open up that left shoulder. Maybe the gaze is up towards the sky. On your next inhale, maybe the elbow is placed to the floor. Maybe it's to the inside of the knee. Maybe it's resting on top of the knee. We're just going to twist the torso, opening up that left arm. And then we're going to release both hands up, palms meet. And we're going to exhale over towards the left side. Right fingertips are reaching for those left toes. Maybe you get the grasp, maybe not. Again, we're going to shift that right hip down if it has lifted. We're getting a good stretch down the right side and the low back. Opening up that right shoulder, maybe your gaze is up towards the sky. From here, maybe you place the left elbow to the mat on the inside of the left knee. Maybe it's resting on the inside of the knee. Maybe it's resting on top of the leg. Either way, we are twisting the torso, opening it up, reaching the right fingertips up and back. Releasing back to center. Bringing hands to heart center. We're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. We're going to butterfly our legs out here for just a minute. Whatever feels nice, a few gentle bounces. Maybe you lean forward, finding space there. Maybe you press down on your knees with your elbows, getting that extra stretch. From here, we're going to plant both bottoms of the feet to the mat, and either using the help of the hands or not, The next place that we're going to meet is in our Malasana Yogi squat. So we're going to shift our weight forward into our feet. Our toes turn out just a little bit. And we're pressing up. Elbows come to the insides of the knees, hands are at heart center. In our yogic squat. From here, we're going to place the right hand to the mat. Left arm is twisting open. Release back to center. We'll do the opposite side. Left hand to the mat this time. Right arm opens up. And release back to center. From here, we're going to come up onto the right toes, and we're going to turn the right knee in towards the left heel. And then we're going to open it right back up to our Malasana. We're going to come up onto the toes, turn the knee in, and then we're coming right back to our Malasana Yogi. Coming up onto the toes, turn the knee in, turn it back out. Last time, come up onto the toes, turn the knee in. Back to Malasana. We're going to send the hips up, let the heart melt towards the earth. Wide-legged forward fold. We're going to sink the hips back down into our yogi squat. This time we're going to come up onto the left toes. We're going to turn that left knee in towards the right heel. Open it back up towards the yogi squat. Come back up onto the left toes. Rotate the knee down. Open it back up. Yogi squat. Left toes. Turn the knee down. Open it back up. We'll do one more. Up on the left toes. Rotate the knee down. Malasana. Send the hips up and melt the heart towards the earth. In a wide-legged forward fold. From here, we're going to turn both toes, both feet towards the top of our mat. So upper body's kind of hanging over the right thigh. We're going to plant both hands to the mat. We're going to step both feet to the back of the mat, sending the hips up in our first downward facing. Maybe pedal out the feet. Maybe find a gentle sway of the hips back and forth. Whatever feels good for you. And I want you to take just a tiny step forward with both feet, just to make a little bit smaller shape of a downward dog. And then we're going to lower the knees to just a hover above the mat. And we're going to hold here. So we're not letting the knees touch the mat, they're just hovering directly above it. I'm going to press the hips back up towards the sky. On your exhale, we're lowering to just a hover. Inhale, pressing the hips back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press back up. Last time, we're going to lower the knees and we're going to hold here. Tucking the navel in towards the back body. Drawing the inside of the thighs and the ankles towards each other. When you are ready, we're going to draw the right heel in towards the right glute. And then we're going to bend into both arms, lowering the heart towards the mat. In this kind of funky push-up. And we're pressing right back up. We're gonna lower the right toes to the mat. We're lifting the left heel in towards the left glute, bending into both arms. Press right back up. We're gonna lower the left toes to the mat. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing. Let's have one full cycle of breath here together, in through the nose. And exhale, letting it go through the mouth. From here, we're gonna come up onto the toes. We're gonna bend into the knees, sending the hips towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. Then you can step, hop, or handstand your way to the top of the mat. The next place that we will meet is in our forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're gonna root to rise, slowly and articulately rolling up the back body. Neck and head are last to lift. Palms and gaze meet overhead. From here, we're gonna draw the right knee into the chest. We're gonna cross the right ankle over the left knee. As we bend into the left knee, we're sending the hips down and back in this kind of figure 4 chair pose. Go ahead and bring hands to heart center. From here, we're gently placing both elbows on the top of the right shin. We're shifting body weight forward all the way until we can plant our both hands, both palms to the mat. We're gonna keep shifting forward until maybe you can lift the left toes from the mat. Releasing left toes back to the mat if you have them lifted. We're unraveling the right leg, sending the right toes up towards the sky in our half split. We're gonna gently lower the right toes towards the back of the mat as the upper body lifts and arms windmill open into our warrior 2. Fingertips are extending long. Gaze is over the left shoulder. Maybe you bend a little bit deeper into that left knee. And we're gonna continue shifting forward. So body weight into the left foot, lightly coming off of the right toes. Keeping our arms extended. So we're stacking hips and shoulders here as if we're stuck between 2 flat walls. From here, we're bending into the right knee. Left hand is gonna grab onto the right ankle as the right palm finds the mat. And then we're gonna kick in to the left hand, sending the right knee up. Maybe you're wobbly, like I am. Wobbly is good though. That means you're building strength and flexibility in places that you might not have it. We're gonna release the grip of the right ankle if you have it. We're bending into the left knee all the way until the right shin finds the mat. So in this weird seated position. And then from here, we're going right back up into our standing split. Maybe hands are to the mat to help with balance. Maybe you have them to heart center, but we're sending the right toes up. Then we're bringing the right foot to meet the left in our forward fold. Go ahead and let the body hang. Grab onto opposite elbows here and find a gentle sway back and forth. On your next inhale, we're gonna halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise slowly and articulately. Palms and gaze meet. Reaching up and out of the waist. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. We're going to step the feet back into our plank. Exhale, halfway lower chaturanga. Inhale, pulling the heart up and through. Exhale, roll over the toes and the hips up and back. Downward facing. On your next inhale, we're coming up onto the toes. We're bending into the knees, sending the hips towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. You can step, hop, or handstand your way to the top. And we will meet in our forward fold. We'll do that sequence on the left side. When you're ready, for root to rise, rolling up the back body. Palms and gaze meet overhead. We're drawing the left knee up to the chest this time, crossing the left ankle over the right knee. And then we're sending the hips back as we bend into the right leg. Bringing hands to heart center in this funky figure 4 chair pose. From here, we're going to gently place both elbows on the top of the left shin, shifting the upper body forward until you can plant both palms of the hands to the mat. And you keep shifting forward until maybe you can lift the right toes from the mat. Releasing the right toes to the mat if you have them lifted. Straightening through the right leg as you unravel the left and send the left toes up in our standing split. We're going to gently deliver the left toes to the back of the mat as the upper body lifts and arms windmill open to our warrior 2. Gaze is over the right shoulder. Maybe you bend a little bit deeper into that right knee. We're going to keep shifting our body weight forward, finding a gentle kick off the left toes, opening up towards the left side of our mat in our half moon. From here, we're going to start bending into that left knee as the right hand comes back to grab the ankle, and we're planting the left palm to the mat. Then we're going to kick into that right hand, sending the left knee up towards the sky as much as possible. We're going to release the grip if you have it. We're bending into the right knee, bringing the left shin all the way down to our mat, finding this weird seated position. And then we're just pressing right back into the right foot, sending left toes back up in our standing split. From here, we're bringing left foot to meet the right in our forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. Step, hop, handstand. The next place that we will meet is in our downward facing dog. Let's have one full cycle of breath here together, in through the nose. And exhale, letting it go through the mouth. On your next inhale, we're coming up onto the toes. We're bending into the knees, sending the hip towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. You can step, hop, or handstand your way to the top of the mat. meeting in our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, curling in and rolling up. Palms and gaze meet. Reaching up and out of the waist. We're gonna do that same sequence again on each side, but we're gonna speed it up just a little bit. When you're ready, we're bringing the right knee to the chest, crossing the right ankle over left knee, sending hips back and down. Elbows find the right shin, shifting weight forward into the hands, lifting left toes. Replanting left toes, unraveling the leg, right toes go up. Gently delivering right toes to the back of the mat. Upper body windmills open to warrior two. From here, we're shifting forward into our half moon. We're gonna bend into that left knee as we plant the right hand, grabbing the right ankle with the left hand. Releasing the grip if you have it. And we're bending into the left knee, delivering right shin to the mat. And we're sending the right toes right back up in our standing split. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower chaturanga. Inhale, pulling the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, come up onto the toes, bend into the knees, step, hop, handstand, play to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Second side, left knee draws up and into the chest, crossing the left ankle over the right knee as you send the hips down and back, hands to heart center. We're gonna place both elbows on the top of the left shin, shifting the upper body forward as we plant the hands. Maybe you lift the right toes from the mat. Replanting right toes if you have them lifted. Unraveling the legs, sending left toes up. Standing split. Gently deliver left toes to the back of the mat. Upper body lifts, windmilling arms. Warrior two. Shifting weight into that right foot, finding our half moon. We're gonna bend into that left knee. Right hand grabs left ankle as you plant the left hand to the mat, kicking into the right hand. Releasing the grip if you have it. We're bending into the right knee, lowering the left shin all the way to the mat. Inhale, we're kicking left toes right back up into our standing split. Exhale, waterfall the body, bringing left toes to meet the right in our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands. This time we're gonna play with a hop to chaturanga, making sure to land with our elbows bent and hugging the rib cage. Inhale, pulling the heart up and through. Exhale, roll over the toes and the hips up and back. Downward facing. On your next inhale, we're coming up onto the toes, bend into the knees, step, hop, or handstand to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Rolling up the back body, palms and gaze meet. From here, upper body is going to slowly start to lever forward as we extend the right leg long behind us. We're gonna bring hands to heart center here. And we're gonna start to slowly bend into that left knee. Finding this gentle squat, one-legged squat. I'm gonna press right back up. Bending into that left knee. Press back up. Bend into that left knee. Press back up. We're gonna do one more. We're bending into that left knee. And this time we're gonna gently deliver the right toes to the back of the mat as the hands come up in our crescent lunge. Back of the right thigh is pressing up towards the sky. Maybe bend a little bit deeper into the left knee. From here, we're lowering the right knee all the way to the mat. Then we're going to step the left foot back, bringing left knee to meet the right. Hands to heart center. From here, we're just going to lever the upper body back, but we're only going as far back as we can while keeping the body straight. Then we're gonna lift back up. Then we're gonna lower, lift back up, lower, back up. We'll do one more. And back up. From here, we're going to plant both hands to the mat. So we're in tabletop position. Go ahead and untuck the toes. Maybe give them a few gentle pats on the mat. I know that can be kind of a sticky place for a lot of people. On your inhale, we're gonna drop the belly, lifting the gaze and the tailbone. Exhale, tucking the chin into the chest, pressing the heart into the space in the back body. Coming back to a neutral spine, we're gonna step the feet back into our plank. We're gonna exhale, halfway lower into our chaturanga. Inhale, heart pulls up and through. Exhale, downward facing. On your next inhale, we're coming up onto the toes. We're gonna bend into the knees. You can step, hop, handstand. Your way to the top of the mat in our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. This time, as the upper body levers forward, we're extending the left leg long behind us. Finding parallel to our mats. Go ahead and bring hands to heart center. Then we're gonna bend into the right knee. Straighten back through. Bend. Straighten back through. We're gonna bend. This time we're gently delivering the left toes to the back of the mat as the hands come up in our crescent lunge. Back of the left thigh is pressing up towards the sky. Maybe you bend a little bit deeper into the right knee. Then we're gently delivering left knee to the mat, stepping the right foot back, planting the right knee beside the left. From here, we're bringing hands to heart center, and we're gonna lever the upper body back, using the strength of the quads to pull us back up. We'll do 3, 2, last one. And back up. Planting both hands to the mat in our tabletop. Untuck the toes. Pat them out. Drop the belly, lifting the gaze and the tailbone. Exhale, tucking chin into the chest. From here, we're stepping the feet back into our plank. We're going to exhale, halfway lower chaturanga. Inhale the heart up and through. Exhale, down dog. When you're ready, we're coming up onto the toes, bending into the knees. You can step, hop, or handstand your way. We'll meet in our forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. We'll do that same sequence one more time on each side, speeding it up just a little. When you're ready, upper body levers forward. Right leg extends long behind us. Bring hands to heart center, and we squat into the left leg for 3, 2, and 1. We're gently delivering right toes to the back of the mat as hands come up in our crescent. Lower the right knee to the mat. Left leg, left knee plants beside the right. Hands come to heart center, and we're levering back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant both hands to the mat in tabletop, untuck the toes. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, pressing the heart into the space in the back body. We're going to step the feet back into our plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, down dog. Come up onto the toes, bend into the knees, step hopper handstand. The top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Slowly rolling up the back body. Palms and gaze meet. We're going to lever the upper body forward as we extend the left leg long behind us. Bringing hands to heart center, we're squatting into the right leg for 3, 2, and 1. We're gently dropping left toes as arms come up in our crescent. Dropping left knee to the mat, stepping the right foot back to meet the left, hands to heart center, and we're levering back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Planting both hands to the mat and tabletop, patting out the toes. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, sending the heart into the space in the back body. Heart to a neutral spine, step the feet back, plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower chaturanga. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, down dog. Let's have one full cycle of breath here together, in through the nose. And exhale, letting it go through the mouth. Come up onto the toes, bend into the knees, sending the hips towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. Step hopper handstand to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. From here, we're going to start our third sequence. We're gonna draw the right knee into the chest. Then we're gonna extend that leg out long and as straight as possible. It doesn't have to be straight, it can be bent, but as straight as you can get it. Then we're bending right back into that knee. Then we're gonna draw that right knee towards the back of our mats, and then we're gonna extend that leg out long again. Then back into that knee. Bring the knee back to center, and replant the right foot. We're gonna draw the left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg out long. Bend back into that left knee. Draw the left knee towards the back of our mat, opening up that hip. Straighten through the leg. Bend back into the knee. Bring it back to center. Replant the left foot to the mat. We'll do it one more time on each side. When you're ready, we're bringing the right knee to the chest, extending that leg out long. Bend back into the knee. Draw the knee back, opening up the hip. Extend the leg long. Bend back into the knee. Recenter. Replant. Left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg long. Bend back into the knee. Open up the hip, drawing the knee back. Extend the leg long. Bend back into the knee. Recenter. Replant. Reach up and out of the waist, creating space. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. This time I want you to play with some kind of inversion, whether it be a handstand, a headstand, a pincha, whatever you've got in your practice. It can also be a crow or a crane, anything you've got. This is a little bit of play time for you. The next place that we'll meet is in our downward facing dog. Once you are in downward facing dog, we're gonna have one full cycle of a breath here together, in through the nose. And exhale, letting it go through the mouth. Here we're gonna start our cool down sequence. When you're ready, right toes lift. We're gonna bend into the right knee, drawing the right heel in towards the right glute. We're gonna draw some big, slow circles with that right knee. On your next completion of the circle, we're gonna go ahead and step the right foot through the hands. Then we're gonna straighten through that right leg. Letting the upper body hang over the right thigh. We're just gonna turn towards the left side of our mat, opening up towards a wide leg forward fold. I'm gonna grab onto both ankles and we're gonna try to pull the upper body down and through. Pulling the shoulder blades slightly together on the back body, extending long through the crown of the head. On your next inhale, we're rotating back towards the top of our mat, so upper body is hanging over the right thigh. We're just gonna step the left foot to meet the right at the top in our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. Chaturanga. Inhale, heart pulls up and through. Exhale, and downward facing. We're gonna start that on the left side. When you're ready, left toes lift. Bend into that left knee. I'm gonna draw a couple of slow, big circles. When you finish the one that you're on, we're bringing the left foot through and planting it between the hands. We're going to straighten through that front left leg. Upper body is laying over the left thigh. We're going to turn towards the right this time, opening up in a wide-legged forward fold, grabbing onto both ankles, dropping the weight of the head. When you're ready, we're rotating back towards the top of our mats. We're going to step the right foot to meet the left in our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach, rise. Palms and gaze meet. Here for the last time, reaching, creating space. Exhale, diving the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant the hands, step the feet back. Plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, pulling the heart up and through. Exhale, downward facing. From here, we are going to lower both knees to the mat. We're going to cross over the ankles and send the legs out long in front of us. Maybe you scoot forward a little bit on your mat. Palms are going to meet overhead. We're going to reach up and out of the waist. And then we're levering the upper body forward. Reaching long for our toes. Maybe your hands on your ankles or your shins or your knees. Wherever you are, it's important to meet yourself there in your practice. Eventually, we're going to go ahead and let our head hang. Stretching out the muscles in the neck, around the occiput. Taking a few cycles of breath here on our own, letting our bodies know that we're slowing down pretty quickly here. Next, inhale, we're going to reach long through the fingertips and using the strength of the core, we're rolling down the back body, slow and controlled. And then continuing to use the strength of the core, we're drawing both bottoms of the feet up towards the sky, lifting the hips up and over, maybe your toes find the floor behind you in our plow pose. We're going to gently roll down onto our backs, but we're going to keep the knees drawn into the chest. Shoulders and head are going to lift from the mat. We're going to get a compression squeeze around the knees. It has just started raining, so if you hear something strange, that's what it is. Keeping the right knee into the chest, we're going to extend the left leg long. We're going to drop the right knee off the left side of our mat in our supine twist. Arms are either to a T or a cactus, whatever your preference. Inhale back to center. We're going to extend the right leg long, draw the left knee into the chest, dropping the left knee off the right side, Arms are out. And inhale back to center. And from here, we're finding Shavasana. So we're just extending both legs out long. Heels are together. Big toes out. Arms are down by our sides, palms facing up. Shoulder blades gently pulled together on the backside body. We're relaxing the muscles in the face and the jaw. Closing the eyes down. We're gonna have one last full cycle of breath here together, making it the largest that we have taken our entire practice today. When you get to the top, I want you to hold for just a second. So you're holding as much air in as you can before you release the air. Inhaling through the nose and holding. And on your exhale, you're letting it all go. And a lot of people want to turn off the practice here, but this place of stillness is arguably the most beneficial part of yoga practice. Where does your mind go when you are with just you? Is it a good place? Is it a place that might need some love, more attention? As your body finds its natural rhythm of breathing, go ahead and drop in. If you have the time to spend in this place of stillness longer, I encourage you to do so. For now, this is where I will leave you. I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend time here today. The light in me honors, acknowledges, and respects the light in each of you. Until next time, namaste.